Well, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, as you already know, it is Wednesday evening, which means it is the Heavy Hitter Live Hour. I am your host, K Styles, aka the sixth man in the building. To my stage left, as you already know, it is Senator Palpatine, aka Mad Mike Sports.
Drifting on a memory.
Ooh.
No place where I'll be than with you. Yeah.
Why loving you? Well, well, well. And below us in the screen, we got Mr. All of the Above. We got the Don's favor in the building, y'all.
And I'm giving out, and I wish I can find any cowboy that's near Cowboys fan and near me. I'm gonna get him a good ass shoulder block. I'm
Lord
talking
have
about.
mercy.
I'm talking about the John Cena shoulder block. He do his 5 moves.
Oh, oh Lord. Not the five moves of doom shoulder block. That's the worst one.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, y'all see we're gonna be talking to ourselves, but we're gonna be talking to you guys tonight. That's great, but we don't have a guest on from the other team because they all in because they trash. Their team is trash. So, hey, if y'all know us, we don't really come on here and bash other teams. We give everybody the respect they deserve, unless they warrant their respect. So, at the end of the day, we'll no longer probably have any more Cowboys content creators coming on our platform until further notice. So,
It always got to be the Cowboys.
always, I'm talking about we have our own division come on our stuff, and we get along with them very well. But Cowboys fan, they you know.
And if y'all wondering, the minister would not be on the show with us this evening. He's taking care of family business. Hey, Jew, if you watching, hey man, make sure you take care of the family.
Yes.
Feel better, man.
Yeah, exactly. Jew missing the ruler. He missing the rulers right now. So yeah, you need to get better.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. But as we already gonna go ahead and start the show off, man. We gonna start it off. We got Sherman Wood, engine number 9. We got Leo in here, Daniel Bell, Sonia.
Sonia. I want to sing Sonia song. Even though I can't sing with a damn.
You sing better than I do. I don't have the octaves to sing. Trust me. They didn't heard that horrible shit.
Shoot, I thought I was pretty bad, but I guess I'm better than I thought I was.
Right. We got Bernard Cantrell. We got Nathan Floyd, Dre Murphy. We got Brian Peoples. We got Jarvis in here, man. Definitely shout out to all the soldiers that's out there, all the people that everybody
SFC
that
State
stays.
Williams, man. Look, stop talking about my Wolverines, bro. We gonna win another championship before 30 years. Believe that.
Wow. See, I'm not getting in that.
This ain't the time right now. This ain't the time to be doing that.
Already pissed off because one person that fucked up the format of the show.
And Dre Murphy, you can kiss the left part of my foot.
Damn, Dre, look, I know she's saying better than all of us, but dang.
We don't give a fuck. You gonna hit. Hey, look, I was about to say, if y'all could listen to Ice JJ Fish and make that shit viral, you can deal with us. Shut up.
Hey, they sound fine with the content, but I can sing though.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
I like that.
All right, man, let's go. talking about singing, but we got motherfuckers mumbling and y'all making these folks rich. So y'all kiss my ass. How about that?
So,
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's
They're
get to
doing
the
all
show,
that.
man. Let's get to the show, man. As y'all already know. Hey, let's go ahead and get right to the show, man. Like you said, as we already know, man. Just coming off a big victory, big division victory coming from Tampa, now being 5-3, 4-0 in the NFC South. We got a very interesting matchup with the Dallas Cowboys. Um, this is usually the part of the show where our guests would normally describe how they felt for their season, but I guess y'all have seen all the remix songs and stuff that's online right now. I guess that kind of sums up how folks is feeling right now.
pressure, pressure.
But
I would like
we
to say,
go
if you can, if you let me, if you
go
allow
ahead,
me.
go ahead, do your thing.
So this content creator, it's funny because all he posts on his channel is cowboy stuff. But for the past week, I had to go back on his stuff because I really didn't watch his stuff like that. It ain't never Yankee stuff. I said it's always Cowboys fans and Yankee fans.
I ain't doing that, no that. I ain't got nothing to do
Whoa,
with
whoa,
that.
whoa, 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 whoa! A Cowboy fan with Yankee stuff on it.
I promise you, I'm gonna see you the link later. You go on his channel, he has nothing but Cowboys fan stuff on there. It's like Cowboys content. The past week, this dude literally just been posting only New York Yankee stuff. I
Wow.
ain't seen that one Yankee thing posted in July or May of this year. But you done
We
switched it up because you in
we
your Philly
we we we
football
we
team.
we would not go we would not endorse that type of tomfoolery around here. Um no. So let's get right into the matchup, man. So Don, I'm gonna let you go here real point with this, man. What are you expecting from this game? What do you think about the Dallas Cowboys, the matchup with the Dallas Cowboys?
The one thing we do not need to do in this game, and I'm telling you, and that's why I wanted Matt Mike to go first, because I'm probably going to end up stealing what he's gonna say. We do not need to allow Dak Prescott to get any type of fucking rhythm. We do not. We've seen this throughout the season, and there's games, we've been, on a wing and a prayer. We don't won. But with this Dallas game, it looked like it's a game that we can easily win, but it's also be a game that we can let slip away from us and we can end up losing by a few points. And I'm telling you, the one thing I would not like to see is getting Dak Prescott getting him in the rhythm. Now, what we need to do on defense as well, we have to stop the run. We got to do a better job of stopping the run this week. Um, make that offense. We already know Mike McCarthy's offense one dimensional. He's going to panic and he's going to look like he don't know how to coach a game.
Mm.
So we need to do that as well. On offensively, Bijan, this is another game that we can feature Bijan. Bijan can have a career day. So I need Zach Robinson to actually, kind of go 65, 35 in this game if possible. Or
You said
60,
64.
40, 60, 40. I like 60, 40 better. 60, 40, 60 pass, 40 run.
Okay.
Uh, we know he's not gonna do majority run plays. We already know this. But if he can get somewhere, give us 40% on the ground, I really think this is gonna be a great game for us on the ground.
Okay. And let me get Jarvis right quick. He said, "Do you think it's crazy that they able to figure out Tupac Biggie's murder when he did his arrested? Crazy, huh? We not surprised at that at all, man.
Mm.
Um, We could talk about look, let's save that. Let's hold on. Let me go ahead and put a star on this. Let's save this conversation for the end of the show right here because that's gonna take up about 20, 30 minutes in itself. But
Yes.
yeah. But let me just say it doesn't surprise me at all. Um pretty much everybody pretty much saying none of that cover 3 BS versus CD Lamb here, Southside 12 with that. Um Hey, everybody, let us know what y'all think about this game, too. Leo said that Cowboys are the Pinky and Lisa Ann of the NFL.
Oof.
Mm.
Oof.
Well,
Oof.
oof, 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 oof. All right, Mike, what you think of this matchup, man?
What in the bloody hell? Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, let me kind of piggyback off Don. Just it's for me, it's all about rhythm. You allow a quarterback to just sit back there, check the ball down, get the ball to his tight end, get the ball in the hands of his star receiver. Like he's gonna gain more and more confidence, and you don't need to have your quarterback gain confidence. Um, Dak is going to throw you. He's gonna he's gonna give you opportunity to get turnovers. That's just who he is. But I, I just don't see a lot of ways that Dallas can beat us. I just don't respect their run game whatsoever. Their front five is just bad. The guys are bad. Those offensive linemen are just bad. They're not very good pass protective. A lot of them are dealing with injuries and whatnot. They're old up front. I just don't see a lot with their offensive line that's good. So with that being said, that doesn't mean that these guys can't have a day, and that goes back to what Dunn was saying about rhythm. Just don't allow him to sit back and just check the ball down, give him easy throws in the first quarter. Because I think that's where we go wrong. They would allow him to get too in a rhythm in the first quarter, and it's always that first drive. The first drive. So, like, I would say the Falcons would have to switch things up. I would prefer them to play cover two in the first quarter, just to switch things up. Like I wouldn't go too much man, but I would say play cover two just to switch things up in the first quarter because like we've been uh repetitive in regard to that first quarter. So everybody know exactly the style, like defensively, what we're going to do, and we haven't switched things up. So I say come on, play cover two because we normally play cover two, and in those 2 minute offenses, like when we're in 2 minutes, we're in 4 minute drives, like we're in those moments. That's when we play a lot of cover two. But I say I would come out and play cover two right off the rip.
Mm. Well, I'm gonna kind of add to what y'all saying as far as rhythm wise. Um, I'm going more so of the tone set defensively wise is I think they're going to have to force, like I said, they got to force Dak Prescott to make a mistake early. I think, I think the run guy. I think this may be the first team we've played in which run game doesn't really dominate their offense like that, or it's not really a big part of it. From what I've seen, that doesn't scare me. But force Dak Prescott to make that first mistake. Put them behind. Put them behind the 8 ball. Put them behind the chains. Set the tone. Hey, Falcons come out here with an easy W. But you have to set the tone, and you got it. And Mike, can I say it one more time? Can I say this one more time for the 9th week in a row? You don't mind if I say this, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Be disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, Don? What are some of these what are some of the X factors you're looking for in this game as far as someone for the people to keep an eye out on?
Honestly, think like I said earlier, I think this is going to be a good game for Bijan.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
my X factor on offense. On defense, um, it's kind of hard to say, man, because like the secondary, they're doing their jobs. It's just I it's the coaching scheme. This is really the coaching scheme for me. Our front seven, anybody can be an impact on the front seven at any given moment. Um, I'm just really looking at what Jude been saying for the past couple of weeks. He ready for Judon to take that next step. So Judon has to be an X factor for me this week.
Okay. Okay. So Bijan Robinson, Matthew Judon, that's who you penciling in.
Yeah, because we got to,
Okay.
like I said, we got to be disruptive on the line, and we gotta generate a couple of sacks in this game. We have to.
Okay. What about you, Mike? Any particulars that we should be looking out for?
Uh, I have to say Mooney in this game. Dallas just their number one corner isn't that great. He's a straight up bitch. Um, to be honest, like he's more worried about looking at people on Twitter and what they saying about him than actually covering. Um, I just don't. They don't have a second corner that's going to be able to stick with Mooney. They really don't, and they're going to be so preoccupied in trying to stop Kyle Pitts and Drake that Mooney is like he's running free. He's going to be running free, man. They do not have a second corner that's going to be able to stick with the abilities with Mooney's ability to run routes. Like that dude he's a route running machine. He's as close to Calvin Ridley that I've seen. Ridley is very good at running certain routes. His dig routes. Believe it or not, he's a great dig route runner. Calvin Ridley is, even though he's a straight up bitch himself when it comes down to him not liking contact. Um, and Mooney is very good at with his double moves. So he's very good. So I think Mooney is going to be the X factor in this game because I just don't see them being able to cover him, Drake, and Kyle in this game. And never, I'm not even gonna bring up Bijan, but as Dunn already stated with Bijan, but like I just don't see how they're gonna be able to keep Mooney contained in this game.
Okay. And based off these numbers, I wasn't far off. They the worst rushing team in football. Go figure.
Yep, that's what I said. Defense should have a day if we game plan the right way.
What?
Analytics are there.
Um, go ahead, Don.
Now I'm just saying the analytics are there.
Okay.
With Dak Prescott, when he sacked the most or pressured the most, the Cowboys' offense is not good at all.
I mean that doesn't surprise anybody at all because for the simple fact that it's usually when he makes that first mistake is when he gonna try to press and try to do whatever he can to make up for it, and then that's when the next one comes, and then maybe one more comes after that. But as far as X factors for me, this one's gonna be pretty tough. I ain't gonna say tough. Um, Might said Darnell Mooney. I'm gonna use Drake London in this game. This is gonna be my offensive guy, Drake London. Um, like you said, I don't. Yeah, I don't know if Bland's supposed to be coming back. Do you know if Bland's supposed to be coming back? So I don't even know who the second corner is or the slot corner is. I would like to see Drake London more so in the slot this game because the linebackers can't cover worth shit. We know that safeties can't cover worth a damn neither, and they're going to be paying more attention to Kyle Pitts than really any other receiver on this team. I can kind of have a feeling on that.
Yeah.
But like I said, I expect my offensive X factor will be Drake London. Um, I think he's due for another 100-yard game. As long as the offensive line holds up, I can definitely see that. And defensively, whew, I'm gonna give him a shot this week. I'm gonna give him a shot this week. But I think the X factor defensively is gonna have to be Grady Jarrett.
It's interesting that you state that because um I was
I
watching you guys too that they were saying that Grady Jarrett is he's been getting double teamed almost every play, almost every other play defensively. So they really are with Grady Jarrett. Like he's the focus. So somebody need to step up at that defensive tackle position.
So, do you think that this is an opportunity that we may see more of a Brandon Dorless in this type of game here? If they activate him on the 53
If
this
they
week.
actually, I say yeah because like I said, the general consensus around Grady Jarrett is that what they're noticing on film is that he's getting doubled almost like every chance they get to double Grady, he's getting double. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of inside pressure that because he's not getting a lot of one on ones. They don't believe that Onyemata and Taquan Graham, these guys are good enough to get pressure to
Mm.
alleviate that the double teams a bit. So like
I would
we need
say
another guy.
I would even say pressure. It's like when you look at the tape, these guys, you supposed to push a damn lineman, the offensive lineman, their
Yeah,
direction and
yeah, you're right.
push. They're getting their ass whooped right there at the spot of the damn ball snap. So I think I want to say Brandon Dorless. I think they need to really feature Aurora a little bit more.
Mm.
Because he's really good at both getting pressure and stopping the run.
Okay. I'll be honest with you, man. What the hell is Eddie Goldman still doing on the damn field, to be honest with you? I'd have forgot this dude was even on the roster. I ain't gonna
Man,
tell
all
you no lie.
5 times in the past 3 games, man. Dude, jerseys on.
Crazy part. Damn, my bad.
What'd you say, Mike?
The crazy part with him, like they got defensive tackles, but they're not playing them.
They're not
Mm.
using them. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so everybody's saying that Bland was just activated off of IR today. I know he was hurt for most of the season, but I don't know if they're gonna force him out there as a corner two for this team, which I think would be a very, very interesting matchup for Drake. That's why I said that. But keep on going. Yes, Eddie Goldman has done nothing. I told you, forgot dude was even on the damn team. I, I'm serious.
Look, I'm with you.
Dude, we activated last week on to the 53, made more plays.
I'm telling you,
Eddie
man, it's
Goldman.
coaches. It's the coach. Like it's like we talked about with Raheem. Like he's doing the same mess that Quinn did. You got guys on defense and you're not playing. You still pulling out. You
Yeah,
still
it's been
out there, and you're not doing anything.
It's you're trying to force these guys to prove it to you in practice. Where I agree with that, but these guys are getting no time whatsoever. So it's like you're pulling tactics that's better suited for a team that has been that you've been coaching for a while. Like you force guys to prove that they can play in your second, third year. That's when you start worrying about, all right, this guy need to prove to me before we put him on the field. I don't in your first year, especially when you're implementing the scheme, you shouldn't be so strict with a lot of your line substitutions. So I think that's the thing with them. They're trying to pull this, I'm the boss type shit when you haven't proved that your system worked for this team yet. And that's why guys like Kentavious Street, we haven't seen a lot of him. Brandon Doris, Ruke, like you're trying to, oh man, y'all got to prove us in practice first before we get some playing time.
Practice is everything, and I'm gonna tell you from that as a former coach. Can y'all hear me? Am I echoing?
Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you.
But like I was saying, man, it's just like as a former coach, yeah, players gonna go out there and they gonna have a good practice. But if I'm in game situation and like these guys are not doing what they need to do, man, you getting pulled. I'm pulling you, and I'm not permanently pulling you, but I'm just gonna take you out some plays and put somebody else in. And if they can go out there and give me consistent success, then they gonna stay out there. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said, man, with because it was more of a yes man thing when Quinn was here. Like he'll just go out there and just put anybody in there. We seeing these guys getting their ass whooped on the field, and he's still not even trying to pull them. He still had them out there. And you got players that are, second string, third string guys or whatever, you ain't giving them opportunity.
Yeah, they had toe out the frame and pizza parties for everybody afterwards. Yeah, I remember them days. Mucho here said, "Who are you most concerned about on the Cowgirls team?" Um, Go ahead, Don.
The fans that's gonna fill up Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Do tell.
I'm not even worried about the team, the players. It's just I just hope I don't see on Sunday when the camera's pan to the stands that we got more Cowboys fans sitting down watching the game than Falcons fans. We got to stop allowing like these teams like the Cowboys, the Raiders, the Steelers, Seahawks. We got to stop letting the 49ers, we got to stop letting them come in our city, in our stadium, taking over. Even if we are outnumbered, like it shouldn't lay down and just let them take over.
I have a solution. And I think Jim Crow would be proud of me for saying this. I'll just leave it like that. I'll let you wonder about that. That I got that. Tell me that won't talk.
No. We not go. We not doing. We is not doing that.
I'm just saying. Tell me that wouldn't solve it. Y'all. I'll let y'all wonder on that.
But no, we is not doing that. You motherfucker said, "Wow." But
y'all know what I mean when I say it. Y'all know exactly what I mean by that. Y'all know it's true. That's the problem.
But damn it, Mike, you just messed me up too, man. I had a thought and it just left. You just threw me all the way off with that one, boy. I was like, what the hell? But like saying, I said,
look, that's why we never got no tickets.
Shut up, Mike. but as far as the guy that I'm paying attention to is the guy that we criticizing for the Cowboys, and that is Dak Prescott too. Like I said, the thing is, yes, we talked about trying to get him to make mistakes, but we also kind of know he's one of those guys that can put some up if you underestimate him. Um, CD Lamb, like I said, CD Lamb is definitely going to be somebody that we're definitely going to have to pay attention to. The CD Lamb AJ Terrell matchup. Um, AJ Terrell has been playing pretty well the last few weeks. We need him to kind of continue that streak of good games in here, so the media and the fans can kind of get off his back about him, not about his play. Like you said, he's got 2 interceptions on the year so far. He's got an opportunity to get another one this week. And the one thing we know about CeeDee Lamb too is he's one of those. If he don't get the ball a certain amount of times, he's gonna start getting frustrated. And you know what happens when you got frustrated wide receivers? That means there's gonna be some wrong routes getting ran, and then that's some interception opportunities.
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of miscommunication in Dallas what I don't understand because it's the same coach, the same system, and their wide receivers running wrong routes. And so I got a question for both of you guys because this is what I think.
What's up?
Do y'all think that CD Lamb is an overrated wide receiver? Because like since he's gotten that money, we've seen him make a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Like there's a lot of miscommunication with him and Dak. Him
He,
running the wrong routes and a lot of that. So you don't think I
he
don't
had that.
think he
He had that problem in when he was at Oklahoma. He wasn't a he, they didn't he his biggest suit wasn't route running. It just he's fast. He's very agile. He got good size on him. That's pretty much it.
You say is he overrated? Uh, I'm not saying want to say he's overrated. He's not unstoppable. I think that's the better term you want to use. He's not unstoppable.
I guess as far as the contract is concerned, because he's
Oh,
getting paid.
the
Yeah.
contract itself, all of them overrated. When it comes to the contract, they all overrated. All the wide receivers. Yeah.
There was only two wide receivers I thought, three wide receivers I thought should have been, 30 million, and that's Julio, Terrell Owens, and Calvin. I mean, I don't even think Randy Moss was that great a receiver. Like if he wasn't running fast down the field, like how good was he really?
This is why I say people. This is why I say to people, if you talking about a complete wide receiver that can do it all in the modern day, Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Fitz. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. What wasn't necessarily the fastest guy, but like you said, the thing is,
I thought I was
he
gonna say
did
it.
it. I know where Larry Fitzgerald went to school at, bro.
I know, but some people don't think some people thought I was gonna say something about a Michigan player. They're gonna say Braylon. No,
But if you would have said Braylon Edwards, boy, I'd have threw you off the show right now
Yeah.
talking about Braylon Edwards. Sorry, ass. But but CD Lamb. I wouldn't have paid him over Michael Parsons, to be honest with you. I thought that was kind of a knee jerk reaction contract in itself. Um, but as far as him being overrated, I don't believe he's overrated. That's why I said once again, he can be stopped.
So he's not an elite wide receiver, but he's a very good wide receiver.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, that's not a knock on him, y'all.
It's not a knock on him.
It's
Right.
not
It
a
really.
knock on him. Because if you really look at today's NFL, the line between elite, very good, and okay is a lot thinner than people give it credit for. Just for the simple fact that they throw the ball a lot more now. Am I lying?
Oh no, I think that's because of that. The line is a lot thinner because of how they throw the ball. They throw the ball so much now, so it's hard to
Mm.
decipher who's great and who's elite because they throw the ball so much. You give these guys so many opportunities that numbers are gonna look, and that's one of the reasons why Raheem always say, stats are for losers.
All right, so I got a question for both of y'all, and I got a question for everybody else. Here's another player that plays for the Dallas Cowboys that is very a guy that we need to keep an eye on, and that's Jake Ferguson. Now, how confident are y'all in the linebacking core right now when it comes to this matchup?
I'll let Dunn have it.
I'm not really concerned
Do tell.
because if you look at it, and if we're not generating pressure like we need to, I don't think Dak is going to end up trying to target Ferguson. I really think he's going to McCarthy. He's going to try to let CeeDee Lamb try to win this game.
Mm. Okay. Okay. What about you, Mike?
Ah, that is interesting. I think he's gonna because the thing is with Atlanta Falcons, like with their defense, they don't give up a lot of deep shots downfield, and I think he's gonna get arrogant
Mm.
and like most. Yeah, like most, I think that they'll get arrogant. So, damn, K Style, that's a hell of a.
This is what we do.
Yeah,
This is what we do.
because he's an excellent target, but the thing is, I think most offensive coordinators they always try to be the first one to crack the code, and I think that's what he's gonna try to do. So he's gonna try to take shots down the field, but is it gonna be a tight end? I don't know, man. That's hard to say. I could see him. I could see him being a target, but like the thing with the Falcons is that like they won't hesitate to put Jesse Bates on the tight end. They will not hesitate, and they'll kind of come up with because I'm expecting, from what I understand, that he's expecting Justin Simmons to be back. So if Justin Simmons is back, I doubt that they going to try both of those guys. So I expect them to actually have to target their wide receivers because Simmons is back.
And then Troy Anderson's back, I believe, isn't he?
I believe
I think so. I think
he
so.
will
'Cause
work.
I know he was questionable last
That's
week.
why I say if Troy playing and
He's,
that's
he's practicing.
then I think it'd be a factor.
But the Cowboys do have one guy in Jalen Tolbert who could be an interesting matchup too. And 9 times out of 10, that's probably gonna be the Mike Hughes matchup right there. Is Jalen Tolbert. I'm gonna let you talk on that one. See how you confident you feel about that matchup.
Man, we already know Hughes, man. He been holding it down at his spot, so I'm not even worried about that neither. Like I said, our DBs they're not bad. It's just the scheme we're playing is just flawed. If we
Okay.
could play more man, play more, cover two, we'd be fine.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so here's the devil advocate's question on this game. What will have to do for the Falcons to lose this game?
I'll let Matt Mike get this one.
uh, a thought just occurred to me. Um, I believe I think he got the new girlfriend syndrome. I think Raheem is suffering from the new girlfriend syndrome. You know, you get two shiny toys, you got a new girlfriend, and look, you trying to do everything to show her off and make sure she know that you love her and all that type of stuff. I think Raheem is suffering from the new girlfriend syndrome. And the reason why I say that is because he got Jesse Bates and he got Justin Simmons. So he
Right.
trying to show to the whole world that look, bro, look, I can run this soft ass zone and I can still beat y'all. So he's showing those guys off instead of like showing off like, look, you got two kids right here that you need to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I think that's happening with him. So yeah, it's they definitely need to be playing a little bit more cover too. I do believe that we have enough to run cover two because that AJ he's a very physical corner. Mike Hughes is as well, and then D Alford is really showing that he belongs on the field.
And then
Clark
you got
Phillips, oh,
yeah, come in and do what he got to do. So like that's what I said. We got the players. We got the players in the DB spot two run cover two.
mm-hmm,
But yeah,
And just
that's why.
talked about Hillams coming back when he come back.
mm-hmm.
Right. But like I said, what do you think the Falcons what do you think will have to go wrong for the Falcons to lose this game? As far as
You think
something
the
that
ball?
they do
You mean just defensively or just all around?
all around.
Well, not get the ball to Bijan Robinson because they don't have the personnel defensively to stop him. Like they don't have a safety, they don't have a linebacker, they don't have linebackers to be able to stick with that dude. That dude's a freak of nature, man, and he's
And
gaining more and more confidence.
so in translation, if we lose this game, it's gonna be because of coaching and we're not game planning and
Hmm.
make the adjustments throughout the game. So it's gonna be on coaching.
Mm.
And other than knock on wood, if Kirk Cousins throws six fucking interceptions, which I don't see happen, you know,
Right.
that won't stand. Other than that,
Boy, they will burn this city to the ground if
Hey,
he threw them
we
interceptions
won
like that.
games with penalties, so I don't even think the penalties is gonna be our issue. We won games having like damn near 10 penalties, so the penalties are not as our issue. It really hasn't been our issue. It's really the turnovers that's been getting us when we
you know,
lose.
Hmm.
being negative in the turnover margin in the game,
Well, my biggest gripe will be is once again I'm going back to the discipline side of thing is not keeping your edge integrity. Like you said, we already know Dak is gonna be one of those guys who don't want to run that often, but you don't want to give him that opportunity to do so. Um, and I
Yeah.
think we kind of talked about this before we got on the show. Is
Mhm.
one of the biggest issues that we've seen from this front seven, as far as the Falcons are concerned, is the edge discipline the gap discipline is what's really hurting this front seven right now. And
Mm-hmm.
they definitely are going to have to shore that up because you don't need Dak Prescott out here extending plays. We don't need Rico. We'll need Rico DeWiddle and Ezekiel Elliott running down our damn throats, and Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
So the front seven's discipline is going to be the biggest factor if this team is going to win this game or not. And other dude, I think they said that Ryan. I think they said Ryan Newsel done got activated. He's activated for the game.
Okay. Yeah. With a knee injury.
Said, oh Lord, Southside said Yankees. He said the Yankees selling out. Lord have mercy, they must be getting their asses tore out the frame.
You know. Oh, you know.
Dre Murphy said, "Ain't nobody worried
Well, it's
about no washed
5-5
up."
and 5-5 in the fifth. So
Okay.
Yeah, it was up, but now the Dodgers came back.
Oh no, yeah. He said, ain't nobody worried about old ass Ezekiel Elliott's washed. He's washed up. That's the worst time to underestimate somebody. Keep telling y'all.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
That old.
Yep.
But got a question here, man. Day Rare Sports. This is gonna be the part of the show where y'all just go ahead and start asking some questions. Cause I think Sam coming on right after us. But
Mm-hmm.
Day Rare here said, do you see us going out getting another pass rusher?
I say no.
We don't really need one.
Nah, I don't think we really need one. So I wouldn't get in the habit of just getting rid of picks. I don't think that's wise.
I think they done did a lot. I think they done kind of did a lot with what they've done right now. I'll just be honest with y'all. I think Caden Ellis is playing out of position right now. I think he's better suited on the edge because that's his skill set.
Yep. And y'all got to think too with the pick. Uh, if we trade a pick to get a player, do mind y'all that we lost a 5th round pick for this coming draft because of temporary Kirk Cousins.
Right.
So keep that in mind. This is why I said I'm not really trying to trade for a player to get a pick because we're already gonna be in the negative column as far as draft capital.
Cause I think if they really considering going down that road, I think they're gonna try to go for the best of the best at that possible as possible. And like you said,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, the risk is you're sacrificing a lot of capital to build more pieces around that team. But you only make that move if you're comfortable with the roster you got. And the other thing is are we even really be talking about getting a pass rusher if Braylon Trice didn't get hurt?
Right.
Hmm. Remember, we got Judon after Braylon Trice got hurt. Remember?
Right.
I mean, on top of that, if they make a trade, that'd be more so that they're selling that a lot of the players that we're seeing on the defensive side of the ball, because a lot of them are on 1 year deals or the last um, part of the deal where the cap hit is not going to be much. So a lot of guys that we're seeing on that last year is going to be they're going to be walking essentially. So
Mm-hmm.
if they trade someone, that means somebody is definitely out of here.
I
Because
would like.
you're not trading away or trading for a guy at this part of the season if you plan on if you plan on keeping them.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. And
okay.
Mutek Grande came up with a great point. We only got 4 draft picks right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't
So
enough draft. That ain't even enough draft capital to even sniff a trade of that caliber.
exactly.
That's even more reasons to say it. Like somebody's getting traded in this offseason. That's just my opinion. When you got that few picks, somebody gone.
Somebody going because you need at least walk into draft night with at least 6 picks.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
At least 6. You know.
But
So
like I said, but if they're comfortable with Ruque, Dorless, Braylon Trice next season and stuff like that, they may possibly pull that trigger. But
mm,
they have to be comfortable with the players they got. And that's where the fandom that's where the fandom kind of takes over when it comes to a lot of people is we're looking at this front seven and we're looking at it and we're comparing it from last year where it's like, okay, they got sacks last year with Ryan Nielsen, but we got Raheem Morris and they not getting sacks. Are they playing passive this year instead of playing aggressive last year?
this is
And
what when you go from a defensive line coach calling the defense to somebody that's a secondary guy calling the defense.
so it goes back to the question we've been asking the last 3 weeks: is this by design?
Because also we got to think about it too. This year we had more interceptions this year than we had last
Mm-hmm.
year. So again, it goes back to coaching. That's that philosophy what they want. They more concerned about their secondary, or are they more concerned about the D line? It all depends on your original philosophy.
Well, they
Me, I'm a
got about DB coaches on this damn team. Of course, they
yeah.
don't give
I
about no
turn around,
six.
you gonna walk down. You walk down the Falcons head coaching hallway. You gonna run into a D line. You gonna run into a DB coach.
Excuse me.
The odds are really really high. But yeah, that's just how it is, man. But I'm gonna let Keith Styles keep going, and I'm talking about my experience when I went to Dallas years ago.
Okay. But yeah, that's what it kind of comes down to. Like you said, would they really get a pass rusher or trade for one if the defense is playing the way it's designed to play, which is give up everything underneath and nothing deep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's a good
Because
philosophy, but it comes with a price though. Like you're gonna
mm,
get turnovers, but
mm,
the sack numbers are not gonna be high with that philosophy.
Yeah,
right,
get a
right,
lot of interceptions, but your sacks, yeah.
right. So that's the balance. That's the balance as us as fans we have to look at when it came to, and Mike said it before, when Raheem Morris came back, this was the type of defense you was gonna see. I know he had Aaron Donald in LA, but you forget he had Ndamukong Suh, Ashawn Robinson, Von Miller, Eric Weddle, Leonard Floyd. It was you had a lot of proven veterans on that defense when he was the defensive coordinator in LA.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different situation. This is a bunch of young players on this team that's still trying to figure stuff out. Like you said, you got Taquan, you got Zach Harrison still trying to figure their positions out. Really, the only really like major veterans that you really have outside of the safeties, outside of your secondary, is really Grady, Judon, Kay
Onyemata.
Nellis,
Yeah,
Onyemata. Majority of the defense is young.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to and like I said, and most of that youth is in the front seven. So they gotta come. So they have to come into their own in order for us to see these damn results. But I'm
Yeah.
kind of like one of the Falcons fans where I'm like, damn it, yeah, they not getting the sack numbers like I'm thinking, like I want them to. But in the back of my mind, I'm looking at it like I think they doing it on purpose.
I believe.
I think it's the rope a dope. I think it's the rope a dope strategy to me. They like, okay, we're gonna let you punch us in the mouth. But once you miss that one, I'm
Uh-huh.
knocking your ass out.
And the thing about that is, man, again, go back to coaching. Like I'm a DB guy by trade. I don't stats are good, but I'm really just want to take the ball away from you. I want to
Yeah.
get the ball back in my offense hands.
Cause I think some with turnovers have more of a mental
It
Yeah.
does.
has more of a mental impact on
It does.
games.
Man, we done seen it so many times. We get a sack, and then the next play they throw a
Explain.
flat pass. Like again, like I can prevent all that from happening. Just okay, get the ball back, get an interception.
Until you decide you want to run Tampa 2 defense with Nate Landman being your deep third
Oh
linebacker,
God.
that becomes a problem. But but like I said, I'm not really like you said. I think it will come, but I think in order for it to come, and Mike, I had to argue Mike down about this, but I would experiment having Caden Ellis as an edge rusher in this defense. He's better at attacking the line of scrimmage than he is really playing middle linebacker.
Mm.
And I got another suggestion that y'all may not want to hear, but I
Oh,
would
they not
play
gonna want to hear
I would play more Richie Grant right now until DeMarco Helms come back. At least have three safeties in in the damn defense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I rather I would rather have Richard Grant covering the Caden Ellis cover in the middle of the field.
that.
I'm
I
look.
mean,
I'm
Was
look.
Cade can't cover worth a damn. Nate Lammy
yeah.
can't cover worth shit neither. Where do you look? Look, like I said, when you play most of these teams that pass the ball a lot, the majority of the time is they attack in the middle of the motherfucking field, and that's all they've been doing all year. And we've been getting caught up in mismatches where we got Caden Ellis covering they number one wide receiver.
Nah, we don't need that, pimp. We need to stop that.
You
I
had
rather,
Caden Ellis, you had Caden Ellis give up a touchdown against DK Metcalf. What the fuck matchup was that?
yeah. So there, you trying to see more of the a normal nickel than a big
Yeah.
nickel because they've been
No,
running.
no, that technically actually would be a bit nickel in itself.
But it'll be a smaller version of the big nickel. Basically,
Right,
what I'm saying.
right, right. I'm just looking at like this is the biggest issue this defense have right now is, and this is why I'm gonna keep saying this, and y'all heard it first, and we've been saying this for the last 3 weeks. Troy Anderson is a bigger part of this defense than people gave him credit for.
Yes.
Mhm.
Troy Anderson may not be the greatest cover guy, but he's athletic enough to cover some damn body. He's athletic enough to chase down running backs.
See, the thing is fear with defensive back for defensive coaches. Like they don't want to be able to leave a slower guy on a fast guy. So they're far more likely to take chances with a Troy in the middle than they are with a guy like Nate Lamb. They know Nate Lamb is gonna get burnt. If he makes one mistake, he gonna get
Mm-hmm.
burnt. Troy, he get burnt, he can still make up for it because he got the speed to make up for it.
I done seen this motherfucker halt somebody from
Mhm.
30 yards deep. I was like,
But
what in the fuck?
that was in that
Right.
Houston. I believe in Houston game last year. I believe.
The boy was 25 yards away. He halt this mud
No,
dog.
wasn't. It was.
I'm just saying, look. Like I said, you see in the chat, it's quite a few people that like that disagrees with it. But I'm like, I'm looking at it like this.
You
I
said if you
look,
had any
look,
DB besides Richie Grant, they would have been on. But like they still stuck on stupid. And Dre, I'm talking about y'all stuck on stupid because y'all stuck on last year and y'all not giving him chance to. We're talking about his abilities. What his strengths are, it may not be
every
covering deep.
everybody knows that Richie Grant plays better in the box than he
He
does
plays
deep.
better. So
Yep.
y'all thinking about him getting beat deep. Well, he's not going to be in a situation where he's going to be deep. That's why you got them two safeties right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. His
Hence
job
the
cover.
term three safeties with one rover.
Yeah, his
Uh-huh.
job is to mainly cover the middle of the field, like near the box, and for the intermediate routes. That normally gets the guys running backs, acting like they blocking, but then they run a route and get in the middle of the field to be the check down guy. Yeah, that's Richard Grant's job to cover that area.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because y'all ain't trying to hear it. Dre,
Look. I say it like this. You ain't gotta hear it. You ain't gotta hear it from me. You ain't gotta like it. Guess what? I said it anyway, and I stand on it.
Do everybody remember Ricardo Allen?
yeah.
Do everybody remember
Yeah.
he was drafted as a safety, but they moved him
Mm-hmm.
like a hybrid safety and corner. But his job was mainly to cover the middle of the field. People forget about
And
that.
well, we gave him hell because that motherfucker was late on everything. Damn near everything. Yeah.
Who told you that Richie is the weakest link? See, you stuck. That's why I said you stuck on stupid because you're stuck on last year. Because all you keep saying is over and over again that guys of him getting beat deep. We didn't have Richie Grant and we didn't have Bates and Simmons this year. So the chances of him getting beat deep is dramatically decreases
Mm-hmm.
with those
Remember,
guys.
remember. A lot of folks were the same people that said that Troy Anderson would have been useless this year. Now they figured out that he has a
Uh-huh.
big part in it. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The
123,
weakest link of this
103 take.
defense. The weakest part of this defense is actually not Richie. It's actually Caden Ellis as a cover guy.
Yep.
And teams have been taking advantage of that.
And not only
Mm-hmm.
him being a cover guy, but him also the center caller as well.
Uh-huh.
But we're not really there because that would be a whole another hour to talk about that. But,
Right.
Right. Nate is a traditional middle linebacker. He's not a cover guy.
Mm-hmm. And the thing with Richie is you got a
You
surefire
need
tackle.
a cover guy.
I'm
You
just
got two
saying.
linebackers that are the same, Caden Ellis and Nate Lemon. Both of those guys exactly the same, Caden Ellis and Nate. So that's why teams are taking advantage of them in pass coverage.
So Brian, people say, yeah, put Grant at linebacker, take out Landman. No, you don't have to. Like I said, if you move Caden Ellis to the edge rusher, you still keep Nate Landman in the game. And the thing with Richie Grant is you're mostly going to be using him in maybe second and long situations anyway. If you're
Uh-huh.
going to stay in your base defense.
mm-hmm.
Look, I say it like this. I say it like this. I'm looking at this number here. 269 tackles in 4 years. Yeah, that's a tackler to me.
Mm-hmm. Nate is not a beast, by the way. He's a very sure-handed linebacker. That's it. He's not a great linebacker at all.
So basically, what we saying is you got to implement every goddamn body. How about that? How about
Everybody,
we say that? Everybody, you're gonna have to implement everybody. And
Nate
I
has
think
been
this.
getting. My bad, my bad.
No, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike. Cause
All I'm saying is
we about to get up on out of here in about a few minutes anyway.
Nate has been getting uh uh Nate and Peyton have been getting exposed in pass coverage. That's where they're attacking the middle of the field. So that's what K Style is saying. In pass coverage, they're getting. We putting these guys in pass coverage situations.
Hmm.
So when you put them in pass coverage situation, you might as well use a guy that's a sure-handed tackler in Richie Grant, which he is, because he had like 100 and something tackles.
123 and 103 the last 2 years.
So he's a sure tackler.
You just
And you
don't like
he got the
you just
range
don't
to
want.
be able to get the guys too. That's the thing. He got the range to be able to cover. Nate doesn't have the range to be able to go sideline to sideline with. But that's it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just learning. Like I say I don't know shit. I just bring on the conversation in itself just to get people to think about something different. So we about to go ahead and get up on out of here, y'all. Tired of hell. You got any final words you want to get off?
So, if y'all ever go to Dallas, ain't really nothing really good down there to eat for real, other than some steakhouses or whatever. But
I thought we were safe. Nope.
now
Now he had
I've
already
been to
said
this.
what he was gonna talk about.
Now
No,
I've been
I
to this
forgot
place
about
back
it
in
though.
two. It was during Thanksgiving break, 2007. I was dating this girl from Dallas at the time, and yeah, she was a Dallas Cowboy fan. But I went down there to spend time with her family, and went to this place called Taco Casa. It's like a local chain, the Taco Bell chain or whatever, and the food was there really good. Like it was really cheap. I'm pretty sure it ain't cheap now, but the food that right there was good. But yeah, they got good steakhouses and stuff like that down there too. But yes, it is what it is. Will I ever go back to Dallas again? No, not really. I don't see nothing nice in that area for real. That's just me. Like
Yeah.
any city in Texas that I would love to go to would be San Antonio, because I heard they got great food there, and then the
Oh, dude.
riverboat in the nighttime during the little river. I heard that's like the most romantic thing to do. So yeah,
So basically, what you saying is they food ain't worth a damn.
and Dallas, man, it's mid, man. It's really mid. But Mr. Chime Time, he been down there and stuff. He thinking the stuff is good. I'm like, bro, you capping too much, bro. You capping.
What the hell?
I've never heard somebody say Dallas got some bum ass. I've never heard
Mr.
somebody.
Chime Time, but he's biased because his sister lives in Dallas. His sister lives in Dallas, and I'm like, bro, the food. I'm looking
My
at the
home.
food. I'm like, but he's a chill. He like chili. He's a chili guy. So anything that got chili or bacon in it, he's gonna rate it to give it a good rating. And I'm like, but he's back in Atlanta now for some reason. And I had hit him up. I'm like, look, you need to, if you want to know some good food spots, I got you. Even Maggie had she doubled down the comment and saying, hey, you need to listen to me because I know where all the good food spots at.
That's for sure.
Motherfucking food whispering and shit.
Right.
We know.
If anybody want to know anything about food, I don't. There's nobody more qualified than this dude.
Hmm.
Our very own Don.
And Di, you got any places that you might be doing food review next, or you haven't figured that out yet?
Well, Taco Bell. And yes, I said Taco Bell. They have the decade menu coming out soon. I don't know if it's out now or it's coming out soon. So I'm probably gonna end up trying that.
Um,
I'm gonna try each, I guess, item from that decade because I think they go from the '60s, '70s, '80s, '90s, and then 2000s.
Damn.
So I'm gonna try each one. I'm gonna try each item for the decade. Um, next Friday is my birthday, so we supposed to be going out, to the Mexican sports bar out there in Marietta. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a food review or not, but I'm gonna be taking pictures and stuff of the food. So yeah, but there's another thing I would like to try too. I just found out that Heath. I'm a big Heath Bar fan. I love Heath Bar. They got a Heath Bar apple pie, and then they got a Mounds. They got a Mounds.
Man.
Hold on. Listen. They got a Mounds coconut cream pie. I gotta try both of those, man.
That shit sounds so crazy. It don't even sound real, man.
It is real. I swear it's real. You Google it. I follow people who know about the snacks before they hit the streets, man.
oh, so you be hanging out with Baby D and them? That's what you saying?
Yep, I should do.
Oh boy.
That man said he know all about the bootleg snacks.
Before they hit the streets.
Oh, no, this ain't bootleg. These are legit. This is legit.
Oh boy.
All right, so I still think Del Taco is better, but
No, it's not. All that cheese they be putting on their taco, it'd be like 73% cheese and everything else.
well, motherfucker, you need to goddamn ask them to stop putting so much damn cheese on it. How about that?
They still gonna do it, and that cheese be ashy too. I hate ashy cheese.
What the fuck is ashy cheese?
What the hell does that
If
mean?
you having all that white powder and shit on the, it's the cheese that even if you put it in the broiler and that shit still won't melt.
Look, man. I guess this motherfucker said ashy cheese. What in the? Oh boy.
What a beautiful skyline.
This motherfucker said ashy cheese. Ashy cheese.
What a beautiful skyline. Man. Do y'all see? Do you see that right there? That is so beautiful right there.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me move out the way so we can see the Ferris wheel. Oh, look at the Ferris. This dude said ashy cheese.
Cheese. You know you gotta be a food connoisseur to say some shit like that.
Bruh, I'm telling you, man. I swear. Oh my.
Damn, boy. Oh boy.
On that note, y'all, man, we finna get up there and get the hell up out of here. But I ain't never,
I ain't never heard no shit like that before. Damn.
So when y'all go grocery shopping, make sure you stay away from the ashy ass cheese.
All that powder, it's that powder, that preservative powder they put on the cheese, man. It makes the cheese look ashy. I just call it ashy cheese.
Oh my god!
I just never heard of that. But
have y'all heard of people washing there's some people that's out there, they wash their shredded cheese.
Damn.
I'd have seen the Gouda cheese rolling competition, but I ain't never seen nobody do that. Oh, y'all ain't see that? Yeah. Go on YouTube. They actually have a sporting event called the cheese roll.
Yep.
They roll cheese down the hill, and whoever's cheese make it at the end wins. But the thing about it is, while you rolling it, you got to run down the hill to chase it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all go. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Mr. White.
Mr. White.
We got Wicked Wednesday coming up after this, man. So We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all continue to support the Heavy Hitters live, as well as continue to support Mad Mike Sports, Jew Talk Sports, Six Man K Styles, The Don's Favor, also Atlanta Falcon Nation. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get that up out of here.
This said ashy cheese. I'm still tripping on that.
I never heard that shit before. That shit shocked the hell out of me. That was it. Ashy cheese. Ashy cheese.